Keir Starmer's immigration strategy is no longer just under fire, it's unravelling. With record-breaking numbers of illegal channel crossings and rising public fury, the Prime Minister has been forced into emergency talks, not in Parliament, but overseas. What triggered this sudden scramble? And why are foreign leaders now being pulled into Britain's border crisis? Stay tuned, because the story behind these urgent talks tells you everything you need to know about how badly things are going at home. Let's break it down, but first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Keir Starmer is facing mounting pressure over the migrant crisis, and now he's been forced into emergency talks with foreign leaders, not from a position of strength, but in response to a crisis that's spiralling out of control. As the number of illegal channel crossings skyrockets, the Prime Minister is now seeking help abroad, raising serious questions about the effectiveness of Labour's approach to immigration and border control. Prime Minister Keir Starmer has confirmed he will hold discussions with key European leaders, France's Emmanuel Macron, Germany's Friedrich Merz, and Italy's Giorgia Meloni at the G7 summit in Canada. The subject, the escalating crisis of illegal small boat crossings in the English Channel. According to Starmer, his aim is to strengthen cooperation with these countries, particularly France, to tackle the stream of illegal entries into the UK. He told reporters en route to the summit that Labour has been working to improve relations with France and that he's determined to bear down on the crossings. He added nobody should be making that journey and highlighted what he described as greater cooperation taking place in northern France. He also said he plans to raise the issue not only with Macron, but also with Italian Prime Minister Meloni and German Chancellor Merz. His comments suggest a broader European approach is being sought, but they also hint at the scale of the problem and the urgency now attached to it. The timing is significant. Just last week, GB News reported that over 15,000 illegal migrants have crossed the channel so far in 2025. That figure comes before the year's halfway mark and follows a brief pause in arrivals due to poor weather conditions. As soon as the seas calmed, multiple boats were back in the water, tracked and spotted making their way toward UK shores. Critics have pointed to this surge as evidence that Labour's border policies have failed to deliver results. Shadow Immigration Minister Chris Philp didn't hold back. Speaking to GB News, he described the situation as a total collapse of border control. He said, 15,000 illegal channel crossings and it's only June. 2025 is the worst year ever for small boat crossings so far. While traffickers and criminal gangs rake in millions, Labour ministers stand in Westminster rehearsing soundbites. Philp also criticised Starmer's decision to scrap policies introduced under the Conservative government, particularly deterrent measures tied to removals. He argued that Labour has no credible replacement and accused the Prime Minister of breaking records for all the wrong reasons. He continued, how many more records does Keir Starmer need to break before he finally admits his plan is failing? In response, a Home Office spokesperson outlined the government's current strategy. They said, the people smuggling gangs do not care if the vulnerable people they exploit live or die, as long as they pay, and we will stop at nothing to dismantle their business models and bring them to justice. The spokesperson added that the government is taking a multi-pronged approach, including international intelligence sharing under the Border Security Command, enhanced enforcement in northern France, and new legislation under the Border Security, Asylum, and Immigration Bill. That bill, they say, is designed to help identify, disrupt, and dismantle criminal gangs while boosting UK border security. But despite these statements, the facts on the ground remain unchanged. Channel crossings are at record levels. French authorities have been filmed standing by as migrants launch dinghies towards British waters. And the Prime Minister has had to take the issue to an international summit just to contain the fallout. What's becoming increasingly clear is that whatever Labour's plan was, it's not working. The numbers are going up. The public is losing confidence, and now Starmer is relying on foreign leaders to help tackle a crisis that is overwhelmingly taking place on Britain's own borders. The Prime Minister can talk cooperation all he wants, but as the figures keep climbing and the boats keep coming, the pressure is growing fast. And with critics already calling it a collapse, Starmer now faces the same question he once posed to others. Where's the plan? In other news, Nigel Farage's UK Doge unit is preparing to descend on a cash-wasting council after Zia Yusuf met with local reform chiefs to discuss how taxpayers could claw back hundreds of thousands of pounds. Yusuf, who now heads up Reform's Doge unit after quitting as the Populist Party's chairman last week, visited West Northamptonshire Council on Friday. Following Friday's initial meeting, Reform now plans to instruct its Doge team to identify waste and inefficiencies within the council's budget. The group will later issue a report to West Northamptonshire's Reform leadership, providing advice for what action to take to end what it regards as wasteful spending. It was recently revealed that Reform compiled a dossier on the wasteful spending of the 10 local authorities it secured overall control of in the 2025 local elections. West Northamptonshire, which returned 41 Reform councillors on May 1st, was said to have handed a net zero chief £44,000 to complete the area's local waste strategy. Neighbouring North Northamptonshire separately forked out £1.1 million for a 4-year contract to hand out free vapes for people looking to quit smoking. Reform UK's team of software engineers, data analysts and forensic auditors intends to visit all 12 councils now controlled by the Populist Party. Yusuf said, "For too long, British taxpayers have watched their money vanish into a black hole. Their taxes keep going up, their bin collections keep getting less frequent, potholes remain unfixed, and their local services keep getting cut." Reform won a historic victory in West Northamptonshire and around the country on a mandate to change this. As promised, we have created a UK Doge to identify and cut wasteful spending of taxpayer money. Our team will use cutting-edge technology and deliver real value for voters, West Northamptonshire Council Leader Councillor Mark Arnold added. We fully welcome the assistance Zia and his team have offered to provide to help us uncover waste across council spending. Whilst we continue our own work to streamline council finances, the cutting-edge expertise that the Doge team are providing free of charge will make it that much easier to identify waste and free up funds which we can redirect towards frontline public services like SEND provision, adult social care and filling potholes. Yusuf's visit on Friday came just days before it was exclusively revealed how Durham County Council's Reform leadership was looking to overhaul the local authority's diversity, inclusion and equity training. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.